Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Hey, y'all.
and this is State of Atlanta. Welcome back, sir. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm all right. Just tired, Always
I hear you,
tired.
man. I need a weekend for my weekends, and I didn't even do anything this weekend. I don't think I left the house.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot. I play
did
video
yard work.
games.
I did yard work. I did a
Oh,
lot of
yeah?
yard work.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
getting to be that time. My grass is finally turning green, so it's great.
Yeah, I'm having to plant grass, so now I'm just pulling weeds instead. So yeah, but
I bit the bullet and bought Elden Ring. I've been
is that
playing
a game?
that.
It's
Yeah.
a game.
Yeah.
It sounds like a game.
It's a game. It was written by or co-written by George R.R. Martin.
That's the guy that did that other stuff, right?
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Never seen Games of Thrones. Never read Game of Thrones. Never seen Game of Thrones. I'm a Game of Thrones virgin.
I don't know why, man. It's so good.
Well, I'll tell you why. Originally, my wife wanted to read the books before we watched the shows together. This is back before we had kids and we actually watched TV together. And so I'm like, you realize those books are like, 1 billion pages each.
They are
she's
so
like,
long.
She's like, it won't take me any time to read them at all. So I never watched Game of Thrones because I was waiting for her to finish the book. I don't think she ever got past the first chapter of the first book. Then kids came, and at this point, I just haven't gotten into it. But I'm sure I'll.
I feel like there has to be like a statute of limitations on that, where you're allowed to just watch it whenever you want at this point.
Oh, she's told me to watch it now. I have the thumbs up to watch it. We don't watch TV shows together anymore, so I can do whatever I want. But it just hasn't made it through the queue yet.
Right on.
So and we get what is it this week? We get Moon Knight. Moon Knight starts on
tomorrow.
On Wednesday. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
Very excited about that. But let's get to some Georgia State talk. Bombshell news dropped over the weekend.
There's news? I thought everything was over.
Oh, should we do the breaking news thing?
It's not really breaking.
I don't think it's breaking at this point. Yeah.
Wait, we do have breaking news though.
There is breaking news. Yes.
But we can do that later. We can do.
Okay.
We can wait till it's not breaking.
I'll prime up the breaking news thing there. Yeah. All right, excellent. So yeah, Coach Lanier gone.
Gonzo.
Yeah, we kind of saw it coming, but not this soon. Like, you figure that's what Georgia State is in the stepping stone type of position. Whereas
I guess we are now.
Well.
I mean, I guess that's like where we are now, which is a good place to be-ish.
Well, it's where we are. It's, if your coaches are getting hired away to bigger programs, making more money, that makes your program attractive to coaches that are on the up and coming and the high risers and everything. So I didn't see it coming this quickly.
Me neither. I mean, that's what you said. We saw it coming. I was like, no, we were talking about how, just a few games ago, we were talking about should we fire Lanier, and then he went off for the end of the season and then went to the NCAAs and played Gonzaga pretty well. And it's off to the races for him.
When I say we saw it coming, what I mean, I don't mean we specifically, was it we're expecting, refreshing our Twitter feeds every day, waiting for this. What I mean is, he's now that we've made it, like obviously a few weeks ago, yeah, sure, everybody was ready to watch his head roll off down Decatur Street, but we knew once we got back to the tournament, we played well. It looks like he's doing a good job. One more good year, and obviously he was going to be gone. We would. I thought
we were a year behind. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, so it's kind of surprising now. I think he may have some connections with the SMU AD or something like that. I saw something when I was perusing through the news and everything that maybe there was a connection there. But I think it's kind of amusing. We've lost our second basketball coach in a row to the American Conference, a conference which we turned down because we think we're better than.
Did we turn them down?
Yeah, we were on that list for those Conference USA schools. They got pulled into,
right.
So the story is that we said we don't want to go to American because we think Sun Belt is a better conference. Yet American hires away our second head basketball coach. They're paying the guy gobs and gobs of money. So explain to me exactly why the American is not the better conference.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see what his contract was?
$2 million or something, right? I don't know. What was it?
5 years, $10 million, so $2 million a year. So the cool thing is with that extension that he signed on last April, I don't know what the buyout is, but I think in his original contract, the buyout in the first year of the contract was like over $1 million or something.
Yeah, so SMU will be helping us pay for a new coach.
Yeah, exactly. At least help find financing the search for it. At least I don't know, but
cool.
we've got to open up our checkbook and start paying these coaches a lot more money. We can't get by with what we're paying both the football and the basketball coaches right now. It's ridiculous. This is going to happen to us time and time again.
Well, you keep on having that buyout be pretty high and be like, look, we know this is something that could happen. You know, the program has a lot of momentum. You're going to have a lot of opportunities, and you know, they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, but we're not going to hold on to. I mean, I don't know what Lanier is getting paid here. I'm sure it's probably in the $300,000 to $500,000 range or something like that with everything all together. But it's gonna be hard to compete when someone says we'll pay you 4 times that.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to also pay 3 to 4 times that if this is your budget. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So.
We got to find some money somewhere.
Oh, hold on! I found $1 right here. Yeah.
Start digging through those couch cushions in Center Park Stadiums to see if Chipper Jones left a wad of cash in there or something.
That's right. I thought it was kind of weird because, you know, I mean, Lanier's body of work as a head coach is, I mean, there's not a lot there. I mean, this year basically was in the second half of the year is where like his team went off. And this is a good year. When we talked about this before, this is a good year to look at like the progression of a coach. Third year, your players are all, you know, getting in and it's your team pretty much. But like, I don't know, there's just not a lot there, you know, to get hired away like that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Not yet. Like he was putting together the resume to get hired away. Completely agree with that. But right now, just after this one, I mean, maybe if we had beaten Gonzaga, then it's a little bit more justifiable that and just playing a team hard when you still lose by 20 points or whatever the hell it was.
At least you can go to Louisiana.
Yeah, well, well, they're keeping their crappy coach, right?
No, I mean like Louisiana, the state, in any form or fashion.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't.
Well, we can now watch the Georgia State Bowl when we have Coach Hunter and Coach Lanier go against each other in conference play now.
Yeah, Hunter's team will beat him. He's not probably as good as Hunter.
I have no idea what SMU looks like right now as a basketball program.
That's true. Me neither.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to college basketball outside of Georgia State at all. I have no idea. With that being said, I've got no idea who we're going to hire. People toss around different names. I'm like, those are just 2 names put together. I've got no idea who those people are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've got like John Weaver, who our intern has been dropping names, and I thought that Xavier coach seemed like the
assistant, the interim head coach at
interim head coach.
Jarvis Hayes.
He went to UGA. He's from Atlanta.
And his twin brother was on the current Georgia State staff or something.
Something like that, yeah. That all seems like a good hire. All that adds up to a good hire.
Well, there was something I saw. Someone put a tweet out there that Xavier and UGA were going into a bidding war for this guy to keep him on as an assistant, not as a head coach. So if it's a bidding war between those two, it depends on whether he wants to be a head coach or wants to continue being an assistant. I
think assistant is a big drop off. I don't think I think they get paid a lot less.
He's an assistant now, so
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think a head coach spot might be where it's at. Plus, you head coach here and you're successful for a couple of years, and you go make a couple $1 million next. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like UGA can probably afford to pay their assistants more than we pay our head coaches.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
Either do I. I've got no idea.
I bet they can afford it. I don't know if they do.
Yeah. So now we have. We were talking about last week a slew of seniors that are leaving the program, all graduating. You've got a head coach gone. We're opening up this convocation center. We're playing against Georgia Tech. There's so many just like question marks about what this team's going to be, what's going to happen. We have got no idea, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, no, and like, what does recruiting even look like? Because we lost all these seniors, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't have a head coach now, so we're not recruiting right now.
Right.
I don't know what kind of commits we had that are going to decommit because losing Coach Lanier and waiting around to find out who the next head coach is going to be.
Yeah,
we got to do something.
He can answer all these questions.
It's Charlie Cobb's time to shine. He's got to pull magic out of a hat.
I was to say, are there any good coaches from North Carolina? South Carolina.
Just start looking through, pulling up the yellow pages from the white pages from the Carolina school, Carolina, State of Carolina, and just
yeah, exactly.
start going through names.
Through
like, hey, do you know how to coach basketball? Okay. Do you know how to coach basketball? You want to join the pack? Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about Cobb? Yeah, I mean, he found Coach Lanier.
Yeah, and
I mean, do it again.
I think that was like a shaky hire at first, and we all sort of like saw his demeanor too at first, and we were like, this is this is no Hunter, you know.
Would you rather have a calm, reserved guy like Lanier, or the boisterous, media savvy Coach Hunter style coach?
I like the Ron Hunter style coach better, but I think we've talked about this before. It's like I actually just don't give a shit as long as you win.
Right.
You know, do what you got to do. I thought Ron Hunter was entertaining, but you know, I like winning better.
If we could find a way to actually take the best of both of those coaches, like, Coach Hunter's like awesome offense and Lanier's like just dynamic defense, and put it together into one team, we can find that coach. We need somebody that can do that. The players can do it. We have players that can shoot, but they don't they don't make it under Lanier. Same guys were stealing stuff and rebounding that weren't doing it under Coach Hunter. So,
but you remember like Rod Barnes and his team, and then under Ron Hunter that first year. I mean, that team shone under Ron Hunter.
So, and that's an argument about Coach Lanier as well. So Lanier comes in here with a stacked house of Coach Hunter players that have knew how to win, who did win, and so yeah, we lose in the tournament, the first round of the tournament that first year. Then pandemic happens, so that game doesn't count. We lose to App State in the conference championship the following year. We do make it to the tournament this year, and play well against that game. But then that's great. You did that with a stacked house. Coach Hunter came into a team that hadn't had a 20-win season in forever and won 20 games with the same kids. And that was without RJ. RJ wasn't even here yet. He was still, playing in Indiana.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. All we know is that whoever the head coach is going to be, their name's going to start with an R and an O.
Do we know that?
Rod, Ron, and Rob. That's just what we do now. We hire the
Rose,
a Roy or a Ross or something. Raj.
All right.
I don't know.
I really hope that Charlie Cobb doesn't listen to this and take that to heart.
What do you mean? Of course, Charlie Cobb listens to this.
I really hope. No. I'm saying that and take this to heart. And he's not listening to this. And
I think that Charlie Cobb should do everything based off of what our opinions are.
God,
because they're completely based in reality.
That's true. Yeah,
and they make a lot of sense.
He probably watches all the time and just cusses at us, just like literally cusses.
I would imagine he does the same thing that my wife does when she listens, and just kind of like shakes her head and rolls her eyes the entire time.
Tunes it out, does something else.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess we'll find out. I mean, hopefully we find out before next week, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
strike ASAP, right?
Strike while strike as soon as you can to catch with all that. And now we have to figure out, because head coaches in basketball do your scheduling. So right now we're other than these couple of games we talked about last week, we've got no schedule to build upon. So whoever comes in, it'd be interesting to see if someone does come in, what kind of connections they may have. If we can get kind of a cool game, a home game against a cool team or something.
Well, that's the Xavier guy that went to UGA. Somebody was like, "Oh, he's probably just a homer for UGA," and I'm like, "Yeah, it'd probably be, incentivized to get that game going. Then, if you're a homer, if you really like want to play,
I've got no.
I'd want to play Georgia if I was, coach
I have
somewhere.
got no problem. My pettiness does not extend to Georgia and Georgia Tech or whatever about bringing in somebody that has ties to those programs. That doesn't bother me at all.
No, and they have ties to the state if they have ties to that program, which is
right.
What you value that. I mean, you've talked about that quite a bit. So
yeah, we can't fault somebody for making a bad decision when they're 18 to go to UGA. That's
come on. School, man. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
You went to Georgia Tech? You wasted your 4 years. In my case, 7, but
yeah, they probably have plenty of PhDs and.
It'd have taken. I would have taken longer than 7 years at Georgia Tech, and I would not have gotten a PhD.
Yeah, exactly. It's the state way.
That's yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we figure something out with that. We get the spring game coming up on Friday.
Yeah. Well, some of us do. I do.
Well, it's the spring game is coming up on Friday.
Is upon us. Yeah.
It's upon us. It's kind of like having football, but not really. It's just enough to whet your appetite and get you excited about football, and then wait 5 months until it actually starts playing again.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a day out at the stadium. That's why I sort of wish it was on the weekend, but
yeah. So, Friday night, weird night to do it, but whatever. Are you gonna go down there and? I know there was some talk of tailgating. I'm not gonna make it. I'll be out of town, so I can't.
I mean, I'll try. I don't know what other people are doing. I'll probably figure something out and head down there if other people are. Do you know if they're gonna put out our tables or anything?
I would assume not. I mean, we could. I would not count on that. The tents.
Right. Well, I'll just go camp out on one of those pedestals where the statues were or something.
Just bring a lawn chair and an umbrella. Just be like, "Yep, I'm a tailgate of one."
Well, you remember I used to just be like one of those little red igloo coolers and a thing of chicken wings from Publix and a chair.
Yeah, that's how we met.
We do it up, man. Do it up.
They're also doing kicking off the spring tour there, which I think is kind of weird to have the spring tour at the spring game. I guess they don't want to bring people down to the stadium twice or something, or I don't know. And the spring tours, the spring tour is a paid thing?
Who's even gonna be at the spring tour?
That was one of my questions. It was like, is Coach Elliott gonna speak at that and coach the game? I guess that's possible. It's it's just an exhibition or a scrimmage type thing.
Practice. It's a day of practice. It counts against the limited number of days. Yeah,
it is a practice. One of the sanctioned practices. But then like Coach Lanier, I'm assuming was supposed to speak. I don't think
one or two of them.
I don't think we'll see him, so maybe they'll bring in they'll
new
get
guy. We'll have a new guy by then.
That would be great. I mean, I'd be really upset about missing that then.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, did they announce it there? Like, there's nothing going on. Like, by the way, this is our new head coach.
Are you going to try to go to the press conference when they have one?
If it's if I'm here, if I'm in town,
can you ask some kind of stupid question like one of our questions?
I think all of my questions are pretty stupid.
Good, solid answer.
I don't know enough. I know so little about basketball that I don't know enough to ask a bad question.
I have total faith in you to embarrass us completely. It's great.
Just David Brown, State of Atlanta. How many points do you get for a 3-pointer? Well, that was the UNC question, right? That was on the UNC test.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah. How many points do you get for a 3-pointer? That was like when their basketball classes or the classes they made for the athletes.
Yeah.
They got their sanctions for, which is when we booked our home and home with them. We thought they're gonna get the book thrown at them for basically cheating kids through school.
Oh yeah. I remember that. that like weirdly written like 2 sentences, and that was the guy's paper.
Yeah, exactly. What's your name? You passed. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Not a lot to talk about this week, man.
Wait, did you really not? The breaking news. You didn't look at the.
Are we ready for that?
Do you know what it is?
I know what it is. We have officially officialized the official joining of the official schools from Conference USA to the Sun Belt for this.
Yeah, they've come to an agreement.
Year. They came to an agreement, and they won't release any details about what happened.
Money exchanged hands, but not officially.
So you know what that tells me?
Money exchanged hands.
That tells me that these schools got out for nothing.
Oh, maybe.
And so Conference USA does not want to release the details of it because they got 6 more schools that are leaving.
Right.
And they don't want those schools to find out, oh, you can get out for like nothing.
Because they don't know. Because they're not going to find out. Like the other schools that are leaving aren't going to say like, hey, this is what the deal was. I mean, I guess they could have a non-disclosure or something.
Yeah, but they lost their voting. They're effectively just warm bodies in the Conference USA establishment. They don't get any voting rights. They're probably not privy to any of the information anymore. They're just playing out their time until they get to join the conference that we're too good for.
Well, did you know what I got out of all this?
What did you get out of all this, Ryan?
CUSA respects the podcast, and maybe we should be in the CUSA.
Yeah, you posted that in our group chat. What do you mean they respect the podcast?
They released the news right before the podcast. They didn't wait till tomorrow like everyone else does.
That's what I thought you were getting at. Yeah. So unlike Georgia State, who releases all news after, like within 12 hours of us recording, Conference USA actually gave it to us on the night that we record. So
That's right. We could have done breaking news. I mean, we did breaking news like that. I feel like they respect the podcast, unlike our own program.
So you are now on Team CUSA.
That's right. Team CUSA all the way.
We should be in Conference USA with Jacksonville State and Sam Houston State.
Shit, yeah. Let's do it.
And La Tech.
Look, David, I'm pretty easy. I just need to be seen, you know? I just need to be seen.
Yeah, it would be nice. Well, I was gonna say that it would be nice to be in a conference where not everything's run on Central Time, but I'm pretty sure Conference USA is based out of Texas, so they still do Central Time. That annoys me. That really frustrates me. Everything they announce is on Central Time just because their stupid offices are in stupid New Orleans.
Yeah, and the rest of America's on Eastern, so like you should just say it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was on a podcast last week. Yeah. And the guy was like, "Oh,
you're on this one last week."
No, I was on a different one. He was just like, "Hey, let's 6:30 and 7:00 is his bedtime." So I was just like, "Oh God, that's like the worst time to be on a podcast." You know, everything is still happening in the house, and I got the kid's still awake and all this other stuff. And I was like, "Fine, I'll make it work. Yeah, I'll do it." And then like, I don't remember. It was like maybe an hour later. I looked at it, and he said something, or he sent me another time, and it was Pacific, and I was like, wait, we're talking 9:30 Eastern, dude. I don't even know why you did that. Like
golden.
I'm good. Yeah.
do people out west even use Pacific time?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone gets Eastern.
Yeah, it's just Eastern. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
The one thing that was kind of cool about being out west was like waking up on an NFL Sunday and like just we wake up and there's football on.
Too early.
It's great. I loved it.
No, I'll take Mountain.
You take Mountain time?
Yeah. I think it's too early Pacific time.
1 extra hour of sleep before you start.
That's right. Yeah,
you
need some time to mill about for a bit.
Yeah,
get to your bar. You know.
Yeah, I do think that this is backtracking a little bit. It's kind of funny. I think that Coach Lanier was just trying to make. He thought that he was on the same level as Freddie Freeman and Matt Ryan, and he was going to continue that trend of the exodus of Atlanta by teams. And he's like, I'm going to be missed so badly. I'm going to have to take out a full page ad on the newspaper to say goodbye to all of my adoring fans.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But what if he did? I mean, you know.
I don't think he's released a statement towards us at all, has he? Or at least I haven't seen anything come out from him.
I don't pay enough attention. I don't even know where that would go.
I don't know, on his ice handler Twitter account. He handles ice. The handler of ice.
You gotta stop saying that, man.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Anywho,
man, not a lot.
We're just like plowing forward too.
We'll do, plowing forward. Yes, we are. All right, I got a new smoker today.
I saw, man. Looks pretty sweet.
Georgia State Blue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, gotta get.
Is it what kind of smoker is it called?
Assassin. Smoking the competition.
Oh boy. That sticker has got to go.
I was about to say the sticker says got a USA, a flag, a Sergeant Stripes sticker on it. I got to pick out which sticker I wanted.
That's the one you picked?
I told him that I wanted just a white one because I wanted it to be blue and white, on there. I could have gotten no sticker at all, but then the white were all out. So I chose, and I'm not going to put black on blue because I complained about our black and blue jerseys. That's horrible. So yeah, and it does look a little bad with the Stars and Stripes on it because the blue of the sticker kind of goes with the blue of the smoker and kind of bleeds all out and everything. But
it also just makes it look redneck as shit.
Dude, it's a barbecue smoker. Of course it's redneck,
Nah, you can smoke stuff and not be a redneck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but why would you?
I do it. I mean, I'm like half redneck.
Well, I'm half redneck. Just the only problem is the other half is white trash. So I'm the combination of the two.
It might be true of me too.
Yeah. I like to say that it's two negatives make a positive, but I don't think I'm very positive. So
Maybe not 100% of the time.
One of my ex coworkers, who became a good friend of mine, and just despite the fact that he went to the trash down south, he told me that, or he described me to some other people as being comprised of only recessive genes. I really had no way to refute that. I was like, all right, yeah, I guess we'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. All right, we're turning into a last call type.
Daniel's asking if you're going to put a panther head on the smoker. Is there any way to do it? Do you have are there heat proof stickers you can put on it? Because you should.
It's an insulated smoker, so it does not get very hot on the outside to the touch. Yeah, actually, I sent it over to
magnets.
I sent it over to Chris Sevilla at Georgia State because he talked about letting me into the inside of the Center Park Stadium to smoke overnight for tailgating. And so I sent it to him, and he's like, all it's missing is a panther head on it. I'm like, yeah, we could do that.
Hook it up.
Could do a magnet. Probably do a magnet.
A magnet, yeah. Because then you can it's easier to when it starts wearing out and stuff, get a new one and all that.
All right. Well, so Matthew, I missed some comments. I had my breaking news fired up, ready to go again. But so there were some more comments here. Matt says that they're public schools, so they're subject to the open records. So yeah, you could do a Freedom of Information Act to find out what they.
Well, but the next comment. Go to the next comment. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Let me confidential since it was part of litigation. Okay, and he would know.
And we're back to square one.
Yeah. So.
Well, I remember one of their excuses for not having to abide by the bylaws was that they're a public institution and they were using sovereign immunity as we're not really subject to these bylaws, and so therefore you can't make us. I'm like, well, what? And why would we want a school that would use that as a defense?
And then there was also Southern Miss and Marshall were members of the conference before those bylaws were enacted, so they said they never signed off on them. But didn't you vote them into being? Wouldn't that be?
Did you say something? Did you what are you talking about?
What was your position on these bylaws when they were enacted? But I don't know.
Also, I think the way that all these things work is you can vote no on something, but if it still passes, you're in the organization, you can quit, right, or you abide by the new rules.
So yeah. So not that it was any surprise. We knew that the three were going to be coming in here. They
sure.
There was not Conference USA was going to send buses to the schools. But, all right, guys, you got to get on these buses to go to the game that we scheduled for you, not the game that the Sun Belt scheduled. So we knew we were playing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about them joining, but then I also really don't care. The only thing I like about it is it's not the same crappy schools we've been playing in the Sun Belt already.
Right.
Some variety.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. So, short one today, man.
That's all right. We're missing a integral part of our team. You know,
yes,
he usually covers at least the next 15 minutes.
Yes, he definitely provides an opinion and tells us where we're wrong a lot of times.
I feel like he would have brought a lot to the table today, and we're probably missing him on this one.
We're showing how bad we actually really are. That we need.
That's right.
Tim is adds something definitely to this. So we'll miss you, Tim. We'll see you. Hopefully you can make it back next week. And we'll hopefully be talking about a new basketball coach. Just got an update that baseball lost 15-5 to Mercer just now.
Ooh, yikes!
Yeah. They struggled in Monroe, just winning the third of the three games.
This is Monroe.
First two. That was Monroe over the weekend. Mercer is who we just lost to.
Oh, okay. Fire this pitcher. Get rid of that guy.
Yeah, apparently, probably a lot of pitchers for giving up 15 runs. Yeah. So that stinks. I didn't really look at the other sports, see how everything else is going on. I think soccer is actually going to be playing a little spring season thing, but it's kind of non-sanctioned spring season. Cool. I guess some schools do that. But yeah, that's it. All right, cool. We're done. I'm just keeping it. I'm trying to hit that 30-minute mark. I'm really trying hard to get that to the full 30 minutes.
I'm just gonna leave right now. Just
drop
out.
You don't think I won't just talk to myself
for 15 seconds?
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. We're gonna go on the last call and probably talk some more about barbecuing and smoking meats and stuff, and some probably whatever else comes up. You can find it on our Patreon page, patreon.com/State of Atlanta, free on Fridays, available to our patrons immediately, $3 a month. You get early access to Last Call, get part of our private group chat, discounts on our merchandise, all kinds of fun stuff. Please consider joining if you have enjoyed what you hear. And if you're at this point, you at least don't hate what you're hearing. So
it's weird, but it's cool, man. It's cool. Whatever floats your boat, you know?
Exactly. Say goodbye, Ryan.
Goodbye, Ryan.